Hi, and welcome back. In this lesson, we'll concentrate on the forecast of the three items in the gray box: revenues, COGS, and OPEX. As usual, we'll build our hypotheses based on the numbers observed historically. We've already calculated historical growth in the two hidden columns, remember? So I will indicate that we don't need this area. Let's open the Format Cells menu and click on the Fill tab. This is where we can choose a pattern style that shows we are not using these cells. Perfect. Let's look at COGS. We will forecast it as a percentage of revenues. Therefore, I will divide COGS by revenues, and will obtain the figures for 2014, 2015, and 2016. These are historical numbers, and they won't change for the three scenarios. I'll copy the function on the rows below. The same must be done for OPEX. We will have to divide OPEX in 2014 by revenues in 2014. All right, excellent. Given we are building a top-level forecast and we don't have inside information that allows a greater forecasting precision, we can build forecast scenarios around these values. So, revenues grew by 2.1% between 2014 and 2015, and by 1.9% between 2015 and 2016. We can assume an average growth rate of 2% in the base case scenario. Let's use 1% for the worst case scenario and 3% for the best case scenario. COGS varied between 48% and 45% in the three historical years. The firm improved its efficiency and reduced the weight of COGS. That's why we can hypothesize a COGS of 46% in the base case scenario, 45% in the best case scenario, and 47% in the worst case scenario. Historically, OPEX varied between 42 and 35% of revenues. Let's assign these values for the three cases: 35% for the optimistic case, 39% for the base case, and 41% for the worst case scenario. These are the values observed in the three scenarios. Let's color them in blue and indicate these are hard inputs based on our assumptions. Okay, now we have to come up with a mechanism that would allow us to switch the selected values whenever we use a different scenario. There are a few different ways to do that, and I would like to give you a few examples how this can be done. So, in this video, we'll use one combination of functions that would allow us to create a dynamic switch. And then in the next two videos, we will create the dynamic switch by using different function combinations. Here, we can use offset and match. Offset gives us a cell that is X number of rows and columns from a cell where we start. So, we will start in cell I-20. And going from here, I need to tell the function how many rows downwards it should look. How can I do that? Well, match will help me. The lookup value for match is the scenario selected. I'll fix its cell reference, and then the range where match will look is right here. The three scenario names. Match will find the selected scenario and will provide its number in this range: 1, 2, or 3. The column value for offset is 0. Given I fixed column references only, I can copy the function downwards and use it for COGS and OPEX as well. Once we've done that, we will be able to switch scenarios dynamically. See? Awesome.